The footage of crashes, mishaps, and accidents within this video is presented strictly for educational and informational purposes to illustrate crucial lessons in RV safety, responsible road practices, and personal preparedness.
Coming at you fast like a freight train ride. Another crazy, stupid RV design. Smoking sparks, no fear, no mild. Buckle up, it's RVs Gone Wild.
Hey everyone, happy to see ya. That's right, today I got the Stetson hat. Got this hat in Utah on an RV trip. One of my favorite hats, nice and soft. Just a reminder, I am putting together some pics and videos I find from the internet and that people send me that I think are funny. Don't take them too seriously. I'm not doing case studies here. I'm gonna be wrong sometime. I'm getting about 2,000 comments in the last month or two, and some of you guys are mean.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, it's all right. Listen, I want you to comment below whether you like it or not. If you don't like what I'm doing, feel free to comment how much you hate it. That's fine. You don't like forwards? Feel free to comment below on how much you don't like forwards. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the like button. So we're going to look at a bunch of different RVs, and I got a little message at the end about if you're thinking of building a custom RV, some things to keep in mind. This one was sent to me by the Gilberts. I want to thank them for sending it to me because, let's face it, you don't really need to go crazy to make yourself an RV. You can get yourself an older truck, build a simple little model, and that's what these folks did with theirs. And it just shows you what some elbow grease and some hard work will build you. But if you want to get more extreme, take a look at this other one. Nathan J sent me a link to this build, built on this Dodge Ram. They gutted it out, built it out kind of like with that Airstream styling, you know, stainless steel all the way around. Definitely a custom rig, built out with a nice, decent frame on the inside. Again, showing you that, you know, if they don't build them like they used to, you can always build them like you want them. So yeah, this is a real nice one. I questioned putting the generator this far down in the truck, this close to the ground, unprotected. There's gonna be a lot of road grime, a lot of, if you're in the snow area, all that snow and ice, salt stuff, it's gonna be kicking up on your nice Honda generator. I don't know if I would put it here just like this, but it's still a great idea to have that generator built into the side and easy access. I'm wondering if it slides out on a drawer or not. Again, really nice thoughtfulness to the construction and framework on this one. Another viewer of mine, Larry J, sent me this. He actually has his own YouTube channel, which I'm going to link to below. He built this box to put on the back of a Fuso, and I'm going to let him explain it.
So the build began just over a year ago, and the concept was to put a removable habitat box on a Mitsubishi Fuso. This is the concept drawing that Quaid and I came up with.
Again, if you're not happy with the way they're building RVs these days, then you can always just build one yourself. Again, thanks to you guys for sending me these pics and these links. If you have a really cool RV that you've seen or you got a picture of or you're doing yourself, send me a picture and a video, a link. You can hit me up at rvingwithjoe@gmail.com. If I like it or I think I can make it into a video, I'll definitely give you a shout out. Send away. But only some of them can actually make it on the channel. So yes, I was wrong. I was wrong on my last video about this, what I called a converted fifth wheel that some viewers sent me, and I didn't realize it was actually built on a trailer. I had many people comment to explain to me that this was not an actual fifth wheel that was converted to a pull trailer, but was actually a camper shell put onto a traditional, you know, simple utility trailer. However, I got this one from one of our viewers named Marty, who sent me his converted fifth wheel. It's fabricated into a pull travel trailer with a bunch of storage underneath. It's a 1986 Terry Taurus, and it's eventually got destroyed by a storm, so it's no longer with us, this trailer. But he said it was also capable of pulling another trailer, so it is a candidate for turducken. Mark L sent me this pic. He's a repeat sender. I put up a couple of his pics. Keep them coming, Mark. This one I'm guessing is real. You guys can call me out if you think this is a fake one, but here you got a guy trying to, using his Ford to pull what is clearly too big of a travel trailer. It's really a mobile home that he's moving here, but it is on a trailer. I don't think those wheels are even barely touching the ground in front, but it does show you that if you're going a short distance, what a Ford can do, and that's why I'm going to give this one the Ford Tip of the Hat Gold Star RVing with Joe Award for being the craziest Ford on this particular episode. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but leave it to a Ford owner to figure that one out. Yeah, that frame looks bent. I don't know what's going on here. And I know I just can't leave them alone, but more of these custom wooden trailers and RVs that people are making on their own. Again, that's the theme of this one. If you don't like the way they're building them, go build one yourself. And that's what this guy did. You can get some of these as kits, so make sure you look around. You can find all kinds of trailer kits that you can buy, or I'm sure there's some that people even just make available. So you can just take some time in your garage, in your backyard, and make your own trailer. The 12-volt plumbing stuff isn't that crazy, and you can build it the way you want it. Okay, I had a few of my viewers blow my mind. I didn't even think about you could really go in this direction, but here's one. Wayne Y sent me this, which is a helicopter that's been converted into basically an RV built on what looks like to be a boat trailer to me. Could you imagine seeing this thing going down the road? I've seen, helicopters on trailers, but I've never seen one converted to an RV. It really opened up a thought of like, what else are people doing out there? And that leads me to the next one. Steve and Shelby in New York sent me this converted Cessna to their small camping trailer, which is so small and lightweight and clearly aerodynamic, it can be towed behind a car. The front has storage for gear, tools below, removable table inside that attaches to the outside as well. Underneath, there's apparently 3 tubes holding up folding chairs and rugs and canopies and even a flag. And in the rear, they've got a bike rack on this thing. Thanks a lot, Steve and Shelby, for sending me this in. And this got me thinking, what other people are doing things with airplanes and airplane style RVs? And I found a few custom trailers like this one, which is kind of styled after that, something between an airplane and an Airstream. I mean, Airstreams were always styled after airplanes. But wait till you see this. I found an actual airplane that was turned into a full Class A motorhome, I guess you'd call it. Seems like this qualifies as a Class A. Check it out. This thing is just about 13 feet tall. It's 38 feet long. It's got a 7.6 liter engine. It's built on a commercial chassis. It weighs in at 17,000 pounds. And it cost him $20,000, which is a hell of a lot less than it cost me for my Ember RV, I'll tell you. Take a look at this thing. I'll let them explain. I'll put a link to this.
Well, it was 80 or 85, the speed limit. We brought her up to that.
Now, in some previous videos, I made fun of some European and British caravans, and a lot of people gave me grief. I mean, I got a lot of comments from people with grief about me making fun of them or not understanding the UK and European style trailers, which I don't. But check this one out. I had some of my viewers nonetheless educate me and send me some of their cool pics. This one is a classic UK caravan. It was sent to me by Wayne F. in England. He writes that it's a bit of a run-of-the-mill standard for the UK. He's running a 2018 Toyota Avensis. We don't even have that model here in North America. And then he's got a Swift Ace Celebration 620. And they're keeping this 2008 trailer ready. It's clearly much lighter weight. He showed me all the numbers, and the trailer actually does size up for the car. I was surprised to see that the car he was towing with had almost 1,000 pounds of carrying capacity built into it between the unladen and laden maximum weights. So, kudos to the Brits and to the Europeans. I'm talking crap over here, my North American chair, but they seem to have it together with their RVs, and they're clearly a different market. Again, they're not covering the tens of thousands of miles sometimes that the North Americans are. Very different world, very different style RVs. But I really like this, and I appreciate that Wayne sent it to me. But this one was too funny. I really appreciate Kevin, another viewer of ours from the UK, who sent this in to me, and he wrote, I wanted to send you pictures of my sleeping trailer I did back in 2008, 2009. He doesn't have this trailer now or the pull vehicle for it, but he used to pull it with his Reliant Rialto 3-wheeler, the pod they called it. So they had a cut down Reliant Rialto as a trailer and then a 3-wheeler full Reliant Rialto as the actual tow vehicle. He built this so they could go camping in the back with a double bed. They had some storage underneath, and they had a tent that could go on the back, so that gave them even more room. He gave it to me so that you folks and myself could have a little chuckle, and I did have a little chuckle when I saw this. What a great little ride, Kevin. I hope you enjoyed it, buddy. I ran across this renovated sticks and tin style trailer. I really hope this trailer isn't moving anywhere. I can't imagine that it's any more aerodynamically solvent or possible, unless that whole top is really just a pop-up. But at first I wondered if this was CG, computer graphics, but it looks like no, this was actually built and modified by people. Again, I don't think this thing really should be driving on the road the way it's built now, but I guess if you need to move it a short distance, you can pull it off. I wouldn't take it on the freeway. And in the past, I showed you some really cool amphibious boats, the boat that went into the back of the van. Check out some of my previous videos to look at those. But this one is not really, I think, amphibious, but it is built on a boat. This guy took a boat and turned it into a trailer. So Ryan Z, thanks for sending me the boat pic here. It's interesting what you did here. And I always thought that, can't you just take a boat, put it on a trailer, and just call it an RV? I mean, it has all the systems inside to exist as a self-reliant system, right? It's got a little plumbing system. It's got the power and all that. Tell me, has anybody ever tried that? Have they ever just loaded up their boat and took it out and used it as an RV? I imagine if you're taking your boat over a long distance overnight, it's a logical place to stay. But I'm wondering, is there any reason why it doesn't work? Let me know. And schoolies. Converted school buses. I've shown a couple in my previous videos, and I'm still thinking about just doing like a whole video on schoolies, but there's so much out there on them. I mean, if you just search on YouTube for schoolies, the nickname for converted school buses, you'll just see so many creative ways to go about it. And this does lead me to a little comment I wanted to make about custom RVs, and I'll make in just a moment. And this is a great example of a custom RV. They took a classic VW bus, put it on top of a school bus. They even built a slide out into this darn thing. I haven't seen too many schoolies with slide outs. I was trying to find pictures of the inside of this one, but I just couldn't find them. But what a great build. And Matt B sent me in this converted 1996 Bluebird bus. This is a school bus that was converted into quite the nice interior. Again, these things are shells. You can do what you want inside. And a lot of these actually have some weight capacity, so you can build them a little heavy. You can build them with wood. Here's a wonderful interior that looks like it was built by an RV manufacturer. They use the back as a toy hauler for their rigs. It's got the classic built-in, shower and a toilet, just like any other RV. If you're handy and you have a real sense of adventure, there are a million school buses out there just waiting to be picked up, renovated, and turned into whatever you want. These things are just built frames, ready to go. They're solid, so you can kind of build off of them. They're not a traditional flimsy RV foam core and aluminum wall. These things are beefy. They're ready to protect students from crashes and such. So they're really great to build in. They're usually pretty solid, and they're usually well maintained because they were fleet vehicles throughout their life. But I did say I'd mention one thing about custom vehicles, and that's a few caveats, a few warnings you want to be aware of. I'm not saying this should discourage you from making your own RV, but I just want you to be aware of these so that you don't get surprised when you run into these problems. The first one can be insurance. Some states and some places have a hard time insuring a vehicle to its full value if it's been custom made. So you might want to check with your insurance company in advance, if you're building one, what are the restrictions on custom built RVs to make sure that you can build around those if your insurance company is throwing up those types of concerns. Another thing is RV parks. There's various tiers of RV parks, but there's a lot of RV parks that will only take RVs that are 10 years or newer. So clearly almost any custom built RV is not going to count. And some actually prohibit or don't allow custom RVs. The way they get around that is they say you must have an RVIA sticker, or whatever the Canadian equivalent is up here for the RVIA, but you got to have an official sticker that says this is an inspected official RV, and if not, then you're not allowed there. They'll tell you it's for insurance purposes, and that is true in the sense that they'll get better insurance rates if they only let RVs in that are newer than 10 years or that haven't been custom built. And the reason is liability, and that's kind of my third concern. If you're doing it yourself, you're liable for it. So God forbid you have a fire or something go wrong in your RV while you're at an RV park, you're going to be responsible for whatever damage you do to those other folks' RVs, and hopefully your insurance can cover all that. So yeah, it's boring talk. It's a real buzzkill kind of conversation, but let's face it, there are some things to consider if you're building your own RV beyond just cost and making sure that it doesn't leak. Well, darn it, I've run out of videos and pictures for this episode, but please send me your pics, your videos to rvingwithjoe@gmail.com. Send me anything you think is funny. Hopefully it's got an RV in it. Thanks for everybody who's commenting. Please comment below. I love hearing your thoughts, and I even love it when you folks go off of me, and I get a kick out of some of the hardcore statements y'all make in my comments, so I haven't had to delete one yet. Have at it, folks. And whether you're going to buy your own RV, or you're going to build your own RV, or you're just going to go camping this summer in a tent, get out there and get busy living. See you later, folks. And hey, you might want to think about clicking on one of these videos right here, down here, or down here. Any of these 3 videos are worth watching. Thanks again for coming along to my channel, and make sure to check out my channel